It's looking very likely that fusion is going to return in Dragon Ball Daima. Fusion being one of the most popular things in the franchise that produces some of the most hype moments and characters in the series, fans are no doubt excited at this prospect of fusion once again appearing in Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball Daima has even revealed a new method of fusion, the join bugs. And those who each eat a bug will join together to form a new individual. Same thing that happens with the Metamoran fusion and the Potara fusion, but that doesn't immediately erase the possibility of Potara being used or even the fusion dance. So all the tools necessary for each of these fusions to occur are present in the current Dragon Ball Daima story. And with this being the case, it creates many interesting scenarios for different fusions to take place with different characters. Naturally, the first place to look is at Goku and Vegeta, with the possibility of Vegito, with them being the two individuals who have fused multiple times before, both being present in the current Daima story. They're the logical conclusion about who may be likely to fuse, as they've done so multiple times, and the method for them to do so is currently present in Daima. If Goku and Vegeta were to fuse in Daima, the most likely scenario would be through Potara. There's a couple of clear reasons for this, as in Dragon Ball Super Broly, which takes place later in the timeline, Vegeta did not yet know the fusion dance, so if they were to use the fusion dance in Dragon Ball Daima, that would create a plot hole for later in the series where Vegeta is stated to not know it. They could always create a scenario where they have to use the fusion dance, where the Potara is not available, and use Gogeta, mini Gogeta maybe even, to fight a powerful opponent in Daima, and then somewhere later down the line, devise a way that makes Goku and the others forget about some of the events in Dragon Ball Daima, which would then lead to Vegeta forgetting how to do the fusion dance. But that's not a very satisfactory way to take the story, as that could create unnecessary plot holes and inconsistencies that could arise from that being done. And the Potara is a much safer bet, with both being aware of how the fusion works. But on top of that, the Potara is already readily available. From the very beginning of the series, Shin, the Supreme Kai, has been presented to us as a main character in the story, as Shin's brother and sister in the Demon Realm are also involved in the overall plot of the series. And he's also been accompanying Goku on his journey through the Demon Realm. And if you think back to the future Trunks arc of Dragon Ball Super, where Gowasu and Supreme Kai were both present for the battle with Zamasu, you'll recall that the fact that they were present in the battle was how they presented Goku and Vegeta with the Potara to fuse into Vegito versus Zamasu. So with Shin being so readily available, the Potara is already right there in the Demon Realm as a convenient method of fusion. It'll be much easier to access and quickly use the Potara than teach Vegeta the fusion dance. That's the most likely scenario if we're going through fusions with conventional means. But I don't necessarily see Dragon Ball Daima going the route of the Potara fusion. I think the whole introduction of the join bugs was to telegraph to us that that would be the method of fusion used in the series. It would be easy to use the Potara with Shin being around so conveniently. With the join bugs being introduced and their purpose revealed, I don't think there's any way that's not the method of fusion being used in the series. We could see enemies of Goku and the others be the one to use the join bugs, and Goku and Vegeta have to counter by using the Potara, but I still think that scenario itself is unlikely. It's also possible that the join bugs were introduced to create a new powerful final villain for the series, and that the heroes won't even have to fuse at all. But I do think the join bugs will be used by some of the main cast of the series, and if they are, then who will it be? Like I said, naturally Goku and Vegeta are the obvious assumption. I do think there's one evident problem with them being the ones to use the join bugs to fuse. Do we really need another Goku and Vegeta fusion? We do have two different fusions of them already after all, and what would introducing a third really accomplish? So something I would hate to see, as seeing Goku and Vegeta fuse is always a fun time, and they could give them a new design with a new name, befitting the new method of fusion being used. But when we've already seen Gogeta from the fusion dance and Vegeta from the Potara, would it not be wiser to explore a fusion elsewhere? And you may see people talking about this, but one obvious solution for who could use the join bugs in the series are not Goku and Vegeta, but Goku and Supreme Kai, and there's evidence to support this. Supreme Kai has been a very prominent character so far in the series, appearing in every episode as part of the main cast alongside Goku. It shows us from the very beginning that Toriyama wanted him to play a big role in this story. But in addition to that, it was also revealed to us that Supreme Kai's real name is not Shin, but Nahare. Now, it could have just been revealed to us that the Glens have unique names to them and that they use different names elsewhere, and this was a way of making Supreme Kai's name sound more Glen-like. But another reason Shin's real name of Nahare could have been revealed is preparation for a potential fusion between him and Goku, and Nahare being the basis of his portion of the name. It's possible that they didn't like the potential fusion names of Goku and Shin, and Goku and Nahare creates more opportunities for unique names. If you took Goku and Shin, Goshin is the potential conclusion. With Goku and Nahare, you could say Gohare, or Nahaku, or even Gokare. There's a number of different combinations you can make with Gohare and Goku. Now, Goku and Supreme Kai could also fuse with the Potara. That's definitely possible, just can't see the join bugs being revealed to us for them to not be used by the main cast. We do know that a new villain is being brewed up by Rinsu. a potential new Majin Buu whose power we won't know of, and fusion might be the only way to oppose it. There's not really any other clear fusion combinations that we could have. I don't see Vegeta and Shin being an option, or even Piccolo and Shin, or any combination there as well. It's been telegraphed to us since the beginning of Dragon Ball Daima that Goku and Shin are two of the main characters of this series, and them fusing together after exploring through the demon realm on their journey to defeat the final villain would be a fitting conclusion for Dragon Ball Daima. But one other thing a fusion between Goku and Supreme Kai could represent would be a good version of Zamasu. Merge Zamasu was a fusion between Goku Black, Zamasu in Goku's body, and Zamasu, a Supreme Kai, which resulted in a very evil and corrupted fusion. But if Goku and Shin do fuse together using the join bugs, it could reflect what a non-corrupted, good version of Zamasu could have looked like, with a very similar design basis. So right now, my money is not on Goku and Vegeta fusing together, but on Goku and Supreme Kai, with the join bugs being the most likely method of fusion. Seeing Goku and Supreme Kai fuse would be a nice change of pace compared to Goku and Vegeta. It would provide us with a brand new fusion combination through a brand new method of fusion that can introduce an entirely new character with an entirely new unique set of abilities akin to that of the Supreme Kai and a Saiyan, just like Merge Zamasu, who had a very unique arsenal of moves. But who do you think will fuse in Dragon Ball Daima? Do you think it'll be Goku and Vegeta, or Goku and Supreme Kai, or some other combination? Let me know down in the comments below. I very much hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching this far. Please consider hitting the like button and the subscribe button as it helps the channel out a lot. My name has been Champizard, and I'll see you next time.